Pressure is building to open up our land border with the U.S. now, not next month, to salvage what's left of the summer tourism season. The premiers from 2 western provinces and the governors from 3 nearby states growing impatient with what they call unnecessary delays. In this letter, they ask Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and President Joe Biden to come to an agreement, saying with high vaccination rates on both sides, the border can open quickly and safely. The letter, signed by Saskatchewan Premier Scott Moe, Alberta Premier Jason Kenney, and the governors of North Dakota, Montana, and Idaho, reads, "For the well-being and future prosperity of both our nations, we must embrace personal responsibility by providing vaccinations to citizens seeking the vaccine, reduce mitigations that cause economic harm, and encourage travel for commerce and tourism." Canada has now surpassed the U.S. in the percentage of people fully vaccinated. According to data from Johns Hopkins University, just over half of our population has received both jabs, compared to just under 50% of eligible Americans.
Waiting for a little bit longer, sort of later in August, is probably a better move, because then you can sort of see what's happening in regard to the Delta variant and whether or not it's starting to take hold.
This public health professor says given the surge of COVID-19 cases in the U.S., coupled with a sharp drop in doses administered, we still have to be cautious.
Right now, I think it's important not to sort of ease off too much too quickly, but we also have to be mindful that it is important to really start to open up and provide incentives for people who are fully vaccinated.
As it stands now, the Canadian border will open August 9th for fully vaccinated Americans, but tourists will only be going in one direction. The U.S. is holding off until August 21st.
There's been an enormous amount of information sharing and coordination, and there continues to be. But coordination doesn't mean you're going to do exactly the same thing.
Canada's ambassador to the U.S. says our 2 countries were not always going to move in lockstep on border policy.
We both are also committed to making decisions based on science and the advice of experts. And those are our experts, our science, our experts, our country, what is happening for us on the ground. And the U.S. is doing the same. It's making decisions based on their situation on the ground.
The U.S. government says it's about curbing the fast-spreading Delta variant, but discussions about the border are ongoing.
We continue to review our travel restrictions, and any decisions about reopening travel is going to be guided by our public health and medical experts. We take this very, very seriously, but I think we're in a good place and the trajectory is very promising.
Caryn Ceolin, City News.